Coach, you want to start with an opening statement?
Yeah, sure. Just so proud. I just talked to the team about how, the best teams I've ever coached have been teams, where your average maybe 13, 12, 10, 9, 9, 8. Like, we don't have to have someone score, like this one did tonight. But the consistency that we're showing on both ends of the floor to have multiple people be able to score the basketball, for me as a coach, is really exciting. So very proud of our effort. Obviously excited to win another ball game and keep on getting better.
Coach, can you talk about the defensive game plan a little bit, what you're able to execute out there, forcing 31 turnovers and getting 31 points off that seemed to really make a difference?
I think that was the difference in the game tonight, was our ability to defend, be aggressive, create turnovers, create easy offensive opportunities, and these guys just really bought into what we were trying to do defensively, and it paid off big time. 31 turnovers is huge. We'd love to be able to do that consistently.
Sorry. Haley, you played 35 minutes tonight, and it seemed like throughout those 35 minutes they just weren't able to find an answer for you. Were you seeing anything kind of defensively? You seemed at least somewhat alone from downtown most of the time. They weren't able to get there too quickly. What did you see from their defense that kind of contributed?
I think that something that we kind of have done all year is in transition. We've pushed the ball. Kennedy's been able to push the ball and just find shooters up the court. And so I think that a lot of those were in transition, and just being able to spot up and have someone who can find you is just what is one of our team's strengths.
Haley, you made your first 4 3-pointers, I think it was, and finished with a career high 26 points. Can you just talk about your offensive game today? And was it kind of one of those games where you just felt on?
Yeah, I think that I just had teammates who were finding me when I was open. I'd say I didn't really create a lot of those shots. I just, people found me when I was open and I was able to knock them down. So I'd say a lot of the credit goes to people being able to find me when I was open, and people driving, penetrating, and then kicking out to shooters.
Kennedy, you've scored a lot of your points this year so far on fast break. So talk a little bit about, I know we've asked this question before, but talk a little bit about how you enjoy playing the fast break, because you're always, whenever there's a turnover, you're gone. I watch you, you're running down, you're already halfway down the court before the ball is even figured out who's got it. So talk a little bit about that.
I just like to get out and run, obviously just to push the ball. I think it opens up not even just stuff for me, but at the end of the day, it opens up stuff for my teammates, which I would prefer. But Coach Jay just always says, run, 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 push, 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 push. And we're just a better team, I think, when we're running in transition. And that's kind of what we've talked about, is that's kind of our identity now, is run in transition, get up the court, and then attack people because they can't stay up with us. And so I'm just trying to get up the court and find my teammates.
Coach, what was the, game plan to counteract their height advantage? They had, several tall players. They actually did out-rebound you by quite a bit, but it never felt like that throughout the game.
Really? It felt like it to me. Oh, man. You know what? We talked about their size, and said they're 6'6", they're going to be 6'6" all night. You still need to be aggressive. You need to go at them. The more you hesitate, the more you up fake and think, somehow you're going to trick them into, just go at them and be aggressive, make the extra pass, penetrate with a jump stop, just the same things that we always talk about, honestly. And then just be relentless on the glass. Even though they're bigger than you, I think with effort, you can still do a good job on the glass.
Coach, you guys have started 6-0 now. Can you talk a little bit about how you view the first 6 games of the season so far going forward?
Well, I think we've showed really good things, really good different things in each game. Like today we showed what we can do defensively. In the Northern Colorado game, we showed, how well we can shoot the ball. At other games, we've been able to show our transition game. There's going to be a time when we put all of that together. We're going to defend, we're going to shoot the lights out, we're going to get out in transition, but that time is a long ways from now. We're just continuing to try to, tackle the small areas of our game so that eventually we'll be able to play a complete game. But thrilled, obviously, thrilled.
For the players, maybe if you can each chime in on this, how much more confidence is the group playing with now than just a few weeks ago, after putting this start together, than you were just a few weeks ago when the season started?
I'd say that everyone's really just bought into the new style. We think it really plays to our strengths. We love to run, like Kennedy was just talking about. We have some really great shooters, and we're able to get rebounds and finish around the rim. So I think that, we're just really playing to our strengths, and this new style of play has just been really, really good for this team, I think, which is exciting.
I would just say a huge thing is probably we're all playing for each other. And I know that everybody has my back and I have their back. And at times you can get into situations where you don't really think people have your back, but just knowing that we all have each other's back, and then, yeah, obviously knowing our roles and trying to do our roles to the best of our abilities and having trust in each other, and then obviously in the coaching staff is a huge thing.
Coach, could you talk about Monica's performance tonight? She stepped up, dropped 11. It was a good game from her.
Yeah, really good game. She's like the silent assassin.
Yeah.
Like, she's the quietest player. You know, in the locker room, she's just the sweetest girl. And then she just comes in and just nails big shots. You know, a couple really important shots, I thought, tonight. She brings great energy. She's always positive. You know, she's rebounding the ball. I don't know how many she ended up with, but she rebounded tonight. 6, yeah, good. So, but yeah, no, Monica's just been great off the bench and really gives us a spark, you know, brings really positive energy.
Any more questions? Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you guys for
Thanks,
coming.
guys.
Appreciate it.